Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. In this video, I'll be teaching you about crude oil, which is basically the continuation of my commodities trading series. If you have not watched how to trade silver and gold, obviously you can watch that in my YouTube homepage by going into the playlist section and you can watch that. Otherwise, just click on the I button and you will be directed to it, right? So make sure you do watch that and trade the commodities part. Now, let's get back. How do you basically trade crude oil? Before I tell you that, make sure you understand that obviously MCX is the multi commodities exchange in India where the commodities are traded. It is open from 9 a.m. in the morning to obviously at 11 or 11:30 p.m. at night. So you're going to get a lot of time in between to trade. You just have to be patient, right? That is the first thing. Now, what chart to look at, right? Which is the chart which you need to follow? You need to follow the world crude oil chart, which is basically denoted as WTI, right? When you put it as WTI in TradingView and search them, you'll get a lot of WTIs in the search history. So what you're going to do is you have to select this CVC, which is the TradingView's WTI crude oil chart, right? And after you have done that, what is the next step? What is the time frame for you to use? You can use 1 hour time frame, 30 minutes and 15 minutes. Do not go below or above that, because as your time frames goes higher and higher, your stop losses will be much higher and it won't be much accurate, right? So you need to scalp in here. Otherwise you need to hold into the trade for a few hours or a hour or two or something like that. Okay, so as a beginner, I would suggest you to use 15 minutes and that will be at your best. The risk reward should not be more than 1:1 or 1:2 at max by trailing it. Okay, now the next step is very simple. After analyzing in the US oil, which is the world crude oil, which the world follows, okay, you just have to find out 3 points of reversal, which is the resistance. 3 points, remember that. Then after that, same way, you have to also find another 3 points of support. Okay, so you see that this is a very good pattern, right? After finding out that this is a very good pattern, you are going to take a trade in the breakdown. Otherwise, you can similarly take out on the breakout side. You can also take out on support and resistance, but I mostly prefer trading in breakouts. You can definitely try trading in support and resistance as well by taking good targets. Now the next step is, you know that this is breaking down. Obviously you'll find patterns which is breaking down at late night. Otherwise, when the MCX is not open at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m., you cannot trade that. So there will be a gap up and gap down in MCX, and similarly you'll be profitable or in loss if you are into the wrong side of that trade, right? So you can see at 9:30 this trade US oil has given a breakdown. What you're going to do is, first you're going to mark this level at what level it is. It is at $71.35, right? Obviously when it has given a breakdown at $71.35, you're not going to trade in US oil. So what you're going to do is you're going to have a second chart, which is the futures chart of Indian MCX crude oil, right? Which is this one. So when you see that way, the number is completely different in here, right? Which is in somewhere around 5,000 level. It is very simple. You're just going to follow the US oil chart, and after that, if the breakdown has happened at 9:30, you can look that 9:30's candle is somewhere at this level. So you are going to short at what level? In the MCX chart, your shorting level would be 5412. Now, how do you calculate your stop loss and how do you calculate your profit targets? It is very simple. Just from this level in the WTI chart, you are going to calculate above this trend line. Your stop loss is not more than 0.12%, right? Otherwise 0.5% or 0.15%. Similarly, you are going to calculate 0.15% from the MCX chart on the higher end. So if you look at 0.15%, it is coming at around 5420. This is your stop loss, okay, at 0.15%. And as I told you, most of the times you'll be getting 1:2. Otherwise 1:1.5 is what I prefer. So you put it as 1:1.5 as your target. So from here, what is you don't have to calculate your 1:1.5 here. You just have to calculate in here that if your stop loss is basically around 8 points in crude oil, which is 800 rupees, as 1 point move is 100 rupees, you need to take around 1:2, which is basically 16 points, a 1,600 rupees profit. So 16 points would be somewhere around at 5396. And let's see, did you achieve the target or not? Yes, you did achieve the target in here. Most of the times you will not be getting 1:2, but maximum of the time you'll be getting 1:1.5 or 1:1 for sure. So make sure that you scalp it accordingly, and I hope you understood how to trade crude oil, right? You can definitely get like around 50% of the time as 1:2, but try to trail it and make sure that you're not being greedy and hold it for a very long time, because these fluctuations will happen a lot, and it will try to blow away your account if you do not place your prior orders, right? So that is all for the video, guys. I hope you understood. It is very simple to trade crude oil. Just make sure that you're understanding that the risk management and position sizing needs to be very well managed, and you're going to get a lot of trades in a day because the M6 chart is open. I mean, the M6 trading panel is open from 9 to 11:30 a.m. or sorry, 11:30 p.m., right? And world crude oil, it is always open, so people are always trading over there. So that's all for the video, guys. I hope you understood and enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and let me know down in the comment section below if there's anything new for you to learn or you want to learn, right? Until next time, take care, stay safe, and bye bye.